Hi, everybody. It's Jeffrey. It's right color. The window is open. Hopefully, the little birds will visit. This is the reading for July 19th, Monday. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep the window open for too long. I just want some fresh air. So, here's the reading for Monday. And I have things in the laundry already. So that means I'll have t-shirts up on the site, hopefully this week. Photography is more challenging than you might imagine. All right. What else do I want to say? All the weeklies are up. So go check them out. They go by sign. Look at your rising sign as well. What else? I don't know. I feel very free today. It's like I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. Okay. I'll see what comes. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. The 2 of Swords, the King of Swords, and then the 5 of Wands. So 2s are about choices. It's like, okay, so early on in the day, maybe you'll be a little bit kind of blind, not really seeing things clearly. But just sit, There's something about this card also that's very calming in a way. Just sit. It's balanced, it's like I'm balancing my thoughts, right? Maybe I'm balancing them blindly, which might not be a bad thing in a way, because then you get the knowledge, right? The surgeon. I always think of him as a surgeon. I know I'm supposed to think of him as a judge or a lawyer, but I always think of him as a surgeon. So he cuts out the fat, he cuts out everything unnecessary. But then you get into this sort of, well, you know what? Yeah, I think this is about refining the thought. I think that's what the whole thing is about, actually. Because here you are, sort of contemplating, at peace with it, almost waiting for something to come, right? And then something comes, right? This new knowledge, this new cutting out the fat. They're visiting, but it's like, I don't know how I can get them to sing. Tweet, tweet, tweet. That'll probably scare them away. And then you come to sort of a change. Maybe there's a new way of looking at things, a new add-on to your creative project or your passion, or a subtraction. I think because you sat, right? You sat and you contemplated, and all of a sudden you got clear, and it's clear that something has to change, right? Your old way of thinking has to go. Your old way of thinking has to go. And the thing that has to go, boy, sometimes these cards, man. Okay, I know this looks a little dark. Here you are sitting and meditating and contemplating and almost waiting for like a new thought to come in. Here comes the new thought. And what you realize is like there's some change that has to go. Your old way of thinking needs to go. This is completion. And the part of the old way of thinking that has to go is this imposition, this self-imposed bondage. So I think there's clarity about a way that you hold yourself back mentally. You say, oh, I can't do that. I'm not good at that. That'll never work for me. that kind of energy. This self, putting yourself in a box. It's like, I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't do that and I haven't done that and I'm not good at this and all that. Because if we keep on telling ourselves those things, then you never really try anything new, because it's like, before you even began, it's already you already pulled the rug out from under your feet. So I feel like maybe there is some sort of new idea or new way of looking at things that says, I'm going to cut out this old way of thinking. And then, it's funny because I'm very like action oriented. I'm very, I really am. I'm very action oriented. So I feel like, oh, well, the minute I clear a shelf, right? Let's say I have a bookshelf. Okay, this is an example. I have a bookshelf and I have this whole row, or this whole shelf of I don't know how to do woodworking. It's an example, and it's like, I don't really do woodworking. I'm not really interested anymore. I kind of know everything in the book, blah blah blah. So I get rid of that, and then I feel like, oh well, what I'm really interested in is learning how to cook Indian food, right? Which is actually something I'm interested in. Now I have to go out and fill it up right away. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's like, see what comes. It's like, first you have to clear out the dust, clear out the cobwebs, clear out the old negative way of thinking. And it's like, does it have to be replaced immediately with something? Not necessarily. I mean, look, if you're in a bookstore and you happen to see a thing on Indian food, okay. But maybe that whole new shelf will be a shelf of variety, right? Maybe it'll be half Indian cooking, and maybe you'll go back and say, you know what, I do want one woodworking book. Or maybe you'll say, it's too crowded with all the books in the house here, so maybe part of that bookshelf I'm going to put a pretty vase on. There's a lot of possibilities. So I think first things first, like, let things happen as they happen naturally. So many times I think in the West, and I know for me, it's like, well, I have to fill everything. It's like, it's uncomfortable not to have everything full, right? It's kind of uncomfortable, honestly. I'm not in control. Maybe the gift is to be able to sit and contemplate, see where you're imposing yourself, where you're limiting yourself, be done with it, cut it out, cut out this fighting with yourself, and then see what transpires. And maybe, either you can sit with the shelf empty for a while. I don't know. See what transpires. That's what I think. I know it's a little bit not my kind of reading. I'm usually like, go after it, do. But see what comes up. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. So I have a guest. I run Airbnb out of my apartment, and I was showing him some of my work because I've been painting on T-shirts and on scarves, and I paint with dye. So the way I started painting, and I've been a dyer a long, long time, and I was dyeing, and I was with a Y, and I do all kinds of dye techniques like this. And then I went to a guided meditation, and the facilitator, I guess is the word, said, okay, I want you to let go of everything you think you are. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm this old, I'm from this country, I'm a bird, I'm a worm, I'm a plant. Let go of everything. And then we went and kind of went into a higher realm and sat with Archangel Michael. And he was like, we'll see what comes up. I'm always up for a challenge. He's like, yeah, I dare you. So what came up was I saw myself painting on fabric. That's what came up. That's what came up. And instead of poo-pooing it and saying, oh, I can't do that, which is, you know, part of like a habitual thing. Oh, I've never done that before. I can't do that. La, 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 la. I looked into whether I could paint with dye, because dye has always been my medium. And I understand it, and I'm comfortable with it, right? So, you know, it's not like you have to, oh, well, I got this idea, and, you know, now I'm going to, you know, swim to Antarctica. You know, maybe it has something to do with something you already know, right? And I started painting with dye on fabric. And I have to say, when I'm in it and when I'm doing it, I'm so blissed out. I'm like blissed out. It's like an acid trip that works. I don't know how else to say it. You know, if you don't really get that, I can't really explain it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm blissed. I'm blissed out. I'm totally in my element. I'm totally hearing, doing, directed, calm. So I let go. I'm complete with these thoughts of this self-imposed bondage. It doesn't have to be every single one. You know, maybe you see one thought. It's like that tells you, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not good at that, or no one will like me, or any of that stuff. And it's like, no, no, no. Be gone with you. Let's see what that feels like. See what comes up. There you go. Quite the day. Blessings to you.